if I'm elected and I'm coming for you, and gun manufacturers, I'm going to take you on.
Buoyed by good reviews after the South Carolina debate, former Vice President Joe Biden later told reporters he would win the state's primary on Saturday, something he has called his firewall for the campaign. Polls show him leading other candidates by as many as 18 points in the lead-up to the primary. Analysts say the black vote is crucial for Biden, as it makes up as much as 40% of the electorate in the Palmetto State. And many of those voters will always associate him as President Obama's right-hand man.
What Biden represents for African Americans is consistency and sustainability and a familiar voice.
But at the end of the day, people in South Carolina, they realize that Joe Biden, they don't know Joe Biden, but Joe Biden knows them. And that's something that you can't put a price tag on.
And while state Democratic Party officials say the primary is Biden's to lose, they also say the other candidates in the race have been working equally hard over the past year, and they're not about to give up so easily.
Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg and Tom Steyer and Elizabeth Warren are not foregoing their ground game and their presence in this state, and they're not going to give our primary to just anybody. They're going to fight for it.
Billionaire Tom Steyer, in particular, has been on the ground in the state for several years, working with community banks and trying to get to know residents. Some polls show him running a distant second to Biden, with Sanders right behind him. Political observers note when it comes to Bernie Sanders, older members of the African American community in South Carolina are not quite feeling the burn, especially when it comes to issues they care about like affirmative action, hate crime legislation, the crime bill, and voting rights.
The challenge that they have with Bernie Sanders is that they cannot name anything substantive that he has done for African Americans in the 30 years that he has been a United States Senator or member of Congress representing Vermont.
But all eyes will be on Joe Biden Saturday night, as many agree the results of the contest could make or break his campaign.